Good afternoon and welcome to another of Tim's Tech Talk videos here at Venom Motorsports Canada. Today we're having a look at the X18, which is one of the newer additions to our X family here. And this is just a fantastic 50cc bike, perfect entry-level bike for anyone looking at getting involved in the world of motorcycles or motorsport. And as you can see, the bike is currently running and it's very quiet. Now you can give it a little bit of gas, but not too much of course, because this bike has a CVT drive and will take right off on you if you give it the gas under these conditions, meaning that the bike is fully automatic. So you give the bike some throttle and of course you're going to take off. So this is the CVT drive mechanism over here. Air filter for the bike. The 50cc engine that you see right here. Foot peg for the left side foot. Kickstand. And again, moving a little bit more forward on the bike, you can see we have a low beam, high beam switch for the lights. Signal left, signal right. To press this white button and your four-way flashers are engaged. Horn. So this bike really is a street legal, fully drivable bike. What makes things interesting is that in many states, a 50cc bike does not require a motorcycle license to operate. You just need to be above the age of 16, have a driver's license, and you can go ahead and register and drive this bike without any difficulty whatsoever. In some states, you don't even require a a motor vehicle license at all. So anyone is capable of driving this 50cc bike. Again, you have to speak to your local DMV, but it offers a great deal of flexibility and is just perfect for a young driver. This is a perfect bike to get started on. No gears to shift, simple CVT drive, give it gas, and away you go. So, moving around the bike again, you can see in the rear of the bike, left, right signal, and again a running light, which is very important so that people can always see you. Nice, clean, crisp sound from the muffler exhaust system. And over here on this side of the engine, you can see things like the carburetor moving down a little bit into the engine. You can see the engine body, engine oil being filled right here. And this bike will take 700 milliliters of good quality 10W40 motorcycle oil. And if you go beneath, you're able to see where you can change the engine oil. There's a drain plug right at the bottom of the engine. So it's a very easy process. Your fuel filter is located right here. And on this bike, you'll probably only need to change that maybe once every 3 years. With respect to the engine oil, I would conduct what I call a 5-hour break-in period on the engine. Then I'd go ahead and change it for a good 10W40 synthetic motor oil. And again, I always fully support AMSOIL, and you can access that through our website. I simply believe that they have the absolute best lubricants that you can buy for your bike. So again, a good 10W40 motorcycle oil, and if you can get some from AMSOIL, that's the best. Spark plug is located right here. There's your spark plug boot. And if you need to replace the spark plug, pull the boot off. The spark plug is right there for easy access. On the left side of the bike, left foot peg, and of course your braking mechanism. As a new bike rider, you'd like to do about 50-50 in terms of your braking, meaning that about 50% of the braking comes from the rear of the bike and 50% from the front. You don't want to get in the habit of using the front brake overly or in an over excessive amount, because if you just hit the front brake and you don't use the rear, there's a chance that the bike could actually flip. So for safety's sake, get used to using that rear brake. That's good bike riding technology and training for you. If we have a seat on the bike for a minute, one thing that really impresses me is that the bike is beautifully balanced and handles exceptionally well on the road. And I'm a pretty big fella, so I'm a little over 6 feet, and I'm very well fed and over the 200-pound mark. So I'm sitting on this bike and I feel quite comfortable. It's a very, very comfortable bike. It's nicely laid out. When you have a look, the speedometer's right here, fuel gauge, and a really neat locking mechanism. Now the locking mechanism is impressive because you turn the bike off, take the key out, close this door, and no one can do anything with your bike unless they have the special key. The key is on the back of the ignition key, meaning that you insert the key here, give it a turn, and this will open up this door, which allows you to insert the key once again, just like that. If you don't have the key, you can't get in and play with the bike at all. Amazing. Again, always hydraulic brakes on these bikes. And when you're playing with the hydraulic brake, just get a feel for it and go slowly at first, please, so that you don't come to a sudden quick stop. The hydraulic brakes work extremely well. I'm going to jump off the bike now, go around to the front, and you can have a look at the front fairings, the nose cone of the bike, and as you can see, this is a very attractive, very well-built bike. High quality hydraulic braking mechanism. And I wanted to point something out to you here. As you look into the bike cavity, right here is where the battery box is located on the bike. So as you can see, there's a fairly large opening because of the type of CVT drivetrain that's used in the rear of the bike. This gives you lots of room to add some really cool LED lights on the side profile panels of the bike. You can easily remove a fairing, put some neat lighting in there, or use that for extra storage space. To install the battery, you've got a couple of choices. You can come in from the base, come in from the side of the bike. The battery goes right here, and the connections are located right there. So again, you've got some possibilities in terms of how you want to approach that. If you have any questions or concerns about the bike, you can always feel free to email us here at venommotorsports.com. We're always happy to assist you in any way that we can. So I hope you've enjoyed this video presentation of the X18. Enjoy the ride, and we'll see you again, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.